Welcome to the DIY Maker channel. Today we've got an interesting look at 3 tools from Olfa. Olfa is a Japanese company. These are some very interesting designs. One thing I want to call your attention to before we get started is how much these 2 knives are alike. This one is $24. This one is just over $6 at the time of this recording. What's interesting about this, these are the same handle. This one seems to be powder coated. This one seems to be bare stainless steel. The packaging indicates that they are both the same base material, so they're both stainless. This one has powder coating on it. Knobs are the same. Now the blades are a little bit different. This blade, actually to my preference, is straight all the way down, and it is ridiculously sharp. We're going to do the red neck sharpness test here, and it will shave the yak for sure. Just shave this yak. This one, despite all of its fancy filigree here on the blade, is not as sharp. It will shave the odd hair every now and then, but out of the box, it's not as sharp as the straight edge is. So if I was going to replace this blade, I would probably replace it with that one, or I would just buy the $6 knife and be ahead of the game from the beginning. I mean, to pay extra for less usable blade area, to me, just doesn't make sense. Now, maybe this is meant to be a bottle opener of some kind, or maybe it could even be a can opener, I guess, if you used it correctly. You might be able to do that. But we're going to do some fundamentals of what it takes to be a camp knife in my world with these 2 knives. And we're also going to use this saw. This is their Bushcraft saw. The handle is insanely comfortable. It is a really, really nice tool in the hand. Everything has got a lanyard hole in the end, so you can affix a lanyard if you want to. The blade does lock in the deployed location and in the retracted location, so that's pretty handy. And again, I believe this is, the handle is from one of their utility knives, but they put on a really well-made Japanese pull knife or pull saw blade on here, and it is get out of here sharp. It can get through a piece of wood in no time flat. I mean, it's effortless. I mean, it cuts so darn easy. Very fine pitch on that, double cut blade teeth for superior cutting performance, and it does the job. So the saw is definitely worth the money. Now, would I want to pay $24 for this knife just because it has powder coat on it? Probably not. I would probably just get a couple of these because I'm going to leave them everywhere I need a knife. They're pretty dang handy. But we are going to cut some curls with each of them and kind of see how they perform. We'll kind of throw everything in our little fire ring here. But yeah, this guy will get you some curls for sure. Very nice knife in the hand. The blade is a little thin, and you can overcome the friction of the knob if you're really horsing on it. So if that's an issue, you might need to find a workaround. But it does do a nice job of cutting some curls. Oh, and I just lost most of my work being a klutz. Anyway, let's switch to the one that's intended, or at least marketed, more towards the camp tasks. And again, you know, I'm pretty much always using the flat part of the blade out here. I'm not sure the serrations are going to do me any justice unless I'm trying to saw through a rope or something. I'm not a big fan of serrated edges. I purposely don't buy knives with serrated blades because they're really a nightmare to sharpen. And that's one thing I've never gotten really good at, was sharpening serrated knives. Seems like an awful lot of fiddliness for not a lot of benefit, when I can easily keep a knife like this sharpened and stropped and get a pretty enjoyable experience out of it. Anyway, there we've got our wood curled up there. We're going to pile that here in our little burn ring. And now we're going to get out a piece of genuine fat wood. And one thing I've learned with these knives, the back edge, is the spine is not sharp, but this actually is. This little bit of the profile of the blade is actually really capable of getting you some good scrapings on a piece of fat wood. Both of them pretty much the same in this regard. Definitely going to get her done for you for getting some fat wood scraped up. And the next thing we're going to do is give it a strike with our ferrocerium rod. I'm going to put the ferrocerium rod right down in there. Both of them do strike just fine. Hopefully I didn't just put that out. Looks like I did. All right. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take the nuclear option, and I'm going to use one of these handy little fire starters from Fireflame. I'm going to get as much of that exposed as possible in a spot where, actually, I'm going to light it right here on the stump and then drop it in there. Anyway, there's our campfire. I did get this sooted up pretty good. But anyway, you know, these two Olfa Works knife handles, yeah, I think this is the better buy. But if you really want OD green or tan, you can go the more expensive route if you want to. But for my money, I'm going to get a couple of these, I think, and keep them in some of my go bags. They are a very nice, handy knife. Good quick blade where you need it. You can sharpen them or you can simply replace the blades. But anyway, that's been the tale of two knives from Olfa Works and a really kick-ass little saw. This will definitely be part of my get out of here bag for sure going forward. Thanks for watching, everybody. Links for everything will be down below. Do be sure to share this content if you thought it was helpful, and do some checking around at our links down below. It really helps the channel, and you'll find links to all of this stuff in the pinned comment and the description below. and the fire flame fire starters as well. Anyway, thanks for watching. Y'all have a great day.